Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here, Safi Financial Network, August 26, 2025. All right, S&P 500. Let me just open up the chart here. S&P 500 forming pretty nicely. A bullish consolidation here. Seems like the correction is not here yet. So after last week corrective move, Friday session was kind of like a sparking higher to the upside. Yesterday we just got a kind of like a pullback due to this double top here, but today we got pretty nice candle green bar here. So we will see if this consolidation forms here. Potentially, we're going to hit new all-time high. And surprisingly, market is just going all the way up to 65.92, which, to be honest, I thought that market is going to give me more corrective move before getting higher here. But again, my correction target is not over yet because we will have months of September and October, and market usually give us a good buying opportunity in those months. Usually market is going to shake it out, and even if we get to 6600, 10% correction is going to go all the way down to 6000 area, which is going to be this box, months of September, October, which kind of like give us another buying opportunity for 7,000 area, which is going to be my target. And 7,000 above could be my target for 2026 for a multi-decade top. So let's see how it goes. But right now, market is just spiking higher. We will give market benefit of doubt. The same here for Nasdaq. Nasdaq is forming pretty nice. A stochastic momentum index gives us a bull reversal to the upside. We got pretty nice small bullish consolidation here today, just consolidating above SMA 20. And if we take out this green, this red bar here, you see that how sharply it goes below SMA 20. We should give Nasdaq benefit of that for new all-time high. Potentially, it's going to tackle to 24,000 again. The rockstar for today for indexes was Russell 2000. Russell 2000. Let me just bring the chart here. Russell 2000 actually was the leader. It's just going higher and seems like this bullish consolidation is going to give us for a great run to 2400 and even higher, edging higher to the top of Russell, which is going to be double top November 2024. Russell still after almost the 10 months, it didn't hit new all-time high. So still lagging, but recently just got attention here. Dow Jones is the same, just getting back to the upside today. We just got a pullback yesterday, and today we're just getting higher, edging higher. And if this consolidation forms, 46,000 is coming down the road. Gold at the same time, which is my favorite one recently, just the edging higher today as well. So it is in this consolidation area, still looking for a nice kind of like a pattern here, just because here is the low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and here is another higher low. So if we tackle this one, that's going to be a very nice pattern. If we break through above this at 34.51, and that would be kind of like a spicy move all the way up to 3600, which I believe it's going to happen. And especially if there are lots of eyes on Friday's session for the inflation data is coming, and we will see if that gives a Federal Reserve for more rate cuts. That's gonna just fly out gold and also bond as well at the same time. So we will see how it goes. Silver at the same time didn't move that far, so it's just barely positive today. However, this is a small bullish consolidation. I know the doji bar here. But if silver consolidates here, that would be a very nice bullish signal for precious metals because it can hit 42 to $44, which is going to be my year-end target. Moving on to crude. Crude is just a 2% downtick today. So after hitting this resistance area, this is very natural reaction for crude. Also, the stochastic momentum gives us a bear reversal to the downside. So keep an eye on $60 again. So if crude take out this $60, we're going to go all the way down to 51 to 53. But I would say crude is getting close. Even if this is not the bottom, crude is getting close to multi-weeks or even multi-months bottom for a nice rally after that to here. So I know Trump saying today, President Trump said crude is going to go below $60. He specifically mentioned $60. But let's see if that happens, because if that happens, crude is going to go all the way down to 51 to 53. The reaction for energy market was pretty interesting, just because energy stocks, actually, they didn't go that down. So we will cover that one by end of this video. Moving on to individual names, so starting with Bitcoin. Bitcoin just reacted to this 110 level, 110K. So this is kind of like a high and this is low. This low breaking through this low here. So it just gave us a lower low. Any kind of like a pullback to this 115, 117, I would say that's going to be a nice QM pattern for the downside move to 96 to even 100,000. So we will see how it goes for Bitcoin. At the same time, Ethereum had a very nice move today to the upside, 4% up after a sharp sell-off yesterday. Ethereum goes back up nicely, but I would say still this can form top information. Bond yield is just getting down, so seems like I would say the formation of the bond yield tells me that it's gonna spike down to 3.4 and 3.35, which is gonna be this April low. So we will see how it goes with bond yield, but if that take out this one, it can go even below 3%, which is gonna be very, very nice benefit for bond at the same time. Bond just getting back to the upside today. I know it was kind of like a consolidating for a long time, but I would say this is a bullish consolidation. I mean, like this. This is kind of like a nice bull flag here is forming. And if we take out this high, which is going to be 88 to 88.50, this trend line is broken. And already we are just paving out our way for a nice 93 to $94 for a bond. So TLT, just be mindful of that one. It's going to be beneficiary of the lower yield as well. Dixie going down today 98. It cannot get above or over 100 level. VIX is down today 4%. Apple just getting back to the upside after just modest correction. It's just forming a bullish consolidation here right now to 229. Amazon is the same. It's just forming a small bullish consolidation. Nice pop and consolidating here to 28. Meta, the same pattern here. Nice pop, consolidating. Shouldn't go below this low, which is 730, because if it goes below this, 640 to 656 is coming down the road. Microsoft actually is lagging, it's just going down, and I'm just waiting for this area, 467 for Microsoft. Google, the same here. It's just an edging higher yesterday, hit new all-time high, 212. I would say 211 hits yesterday. Today just that goes down 207, but still it's pretty good pattern here as well. Moving on to Netflix is just forming a bullish consolidation here as well. Tesla, which is going very well based on the analysis that they have, and also the analysis that they had. Like if you watch the video for Tesla specifically this weekend, I mean last weekend, I feed a Tesla, and that would be Tesla video, and that would be kind of like all my analysis. So if you haven't watched that, make sure watch that one because still it is not late. And Tesla can go to 400 to 410 based on the analysis that I provided in that video. SMH nicely getting edging higher today, and 296 still chopping around here. Semiconductors actually get better after last week's sell-off. Stocks the same pattern going up. NVDA, pretty nice surge after, I would say last week, Wednesday, edging higher as well. So right now we are pretty close to this top here, 185. AMD today, we just got positive price action, 2% up. But look at the intraday session, just the sold off the entire session, still forming a bear flag here. Taiwan Semiconductor edging higher nicely, and Lam and Texas Instrument forming a bullish consolidation. Lam Research just edging higher, 103 after hours, 103. 74. It's just a pretty nice price action for Lam Research as well. Moving on to the banking sector, XLF, new all-time high today, new closing all-time high, and KBE just getting higher high, 60.96. Banks are doing very well. KRE regional banks are doing well. So that's why Russell 2000 actually get higher today as well. JP Morgan nicely going up at 298, and Goldman Sachs is edging higher today as well, 748, pretty close to new all-time high. After hours, it hits 750. Bank of America hits new all-time high, 50.27, and Wells Fargo just edging higher today as well. So pretty nice W pattern forming here. Nice institutional level around 76. And right now we are at 81.55. Gold miners, actually, they were leading up today as well. So gold miners are at new all-time high. And that's why I'm just looking for gold prices are catching up as well. So let's see how it goes, because when miners are leading up, there is nothing wrong with chart. Actually, that's the best case scenario. GDXJ is going up as well, 77.55, new all-time high. AEM Agnico Eagle gets to new all-time high, and Newmont got into 72, which is not new all-time high, but pretty close, like a $10 up. It's going to be new all-time high. XLE, that's what I'm saying. Like a crude, even when energy market doesn't react, it's kind of like fishy to me. And we should wait for a nice breakout. XLE just forming a pretty nice resistance here. And we are forming a bullish consolidation here. If this consolidates nicely and breaking through above 90, I would say 90.91 is going to be a critical pivot, because any pullback would be a kind of like a flying all the way up, and it's going to be a very good scenario for Oxy, for Exxon, which is this name, and this name needs to go above 114, and Chevron as well. So we got kind of like a positive momentum, 160 going down today. But all in all, I should say energy market could be kind of like the beneficiary for the next couple months. So we'll see how it goes. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel. And what do you think? Just put your comments down there. I'm going to read it, and I'm going to answer back as soon as I read it. All right, have a great evening. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.